My name is Jacob Robinson. I am the Chief Administrative Officer at the Arkansas Heart Hospital, and I'm the on-site administrator of this facility, of Encore, our new facility that we opened in January. So I have 5 minutes to talk about work that took about 2.5 years to do. So you got to buckle up because we're going to go through it fast. There's going to be some looping pictures on display for those of you that are here on site. I hope you got to take in how beautiful this facility is. And for those on the live stream, certainly you'll probably be paying more attention to the pictures than you will be to me speaking, because it really is just absolutely beautiful facility. So just a quick recap of kind of how we got to where we're at. One being that in Little Rock, our volume grew immensely. And our volume in the ED, our procedural volume, our cath lab volume, inpatient volume, clinic volume, all grew immensely, all while the facility stayed the same size. And so when that happens, you have intense congestion problems in all areas of the hospital. So because of that reason, we knew that we needed to add on additional space within that facility or at a different facility. And if you're familiar with our Little Rock location at Shackelford, you know that we're somewhat landlocked, not able to grow in that area. So the idea came about that we would open up a new facility in a new location because of that congestion. So when that idea was solidified, the next question that came about was, well, where do we do this? And it was a very natural and easy decision for us to choose this location of Bryant and Saline County for a variety of reasons. One being that the proximity of Little Rock, it makes it so much easier when you have two hospitals that are so close that can share staff, share resources, and really work synergistically together as opposed to being several hours apart. The other two main reasons are that we have a ton of patients that come from this area and further south to our Little Rock campus. And we have a ton of patients that come to the clinic that's in this facility here on the 4th floor of Encore. And we also have a ton of staff that work in Little Rock that were traveling from Saline County and Hot Springs and further south. And those are two things that you immensely need when you're opening up a hospital is patients and staff. And we knew that we had a promising location here in Bryant. So it was a very natural and a very easy decision for us to choose the Bryant and Saline County location for our new hospital. And for those of you that walked in and got to see it, and for the images that are playing while I'm speaking, we really feel like that we've developed the hospital of the future. And there's a variety of reasons of which we think that, one being just the physical structure of the hospital. It is often thought, in my mind at least, that when I'm thinking of a hospital, for some reason I think of this institutionalized facility because many hospitals have not been updated in many years. And they're very standardized in how they look, and we wanted something that would completely be a reimagination and flip that on its head, and that it would feel more like a hotel than a hospital, because we really believe that the environment through which the care is being delivered is almost just as important as the care. So for those of you that are looking at the images, you'll notice that we have an immense amount of natural light through very, very large exterior windows. And also important in the facility design is functionality. So we have most of our furniture is suitable for our bariatric patients. And we have cath labs that are hybrid rooms that can function as an OR and a cath lab. So really enhancing our flexible space. And you'll notice in the images as well that we have a garden on our low roof. So we have a full service garden that will have vegetables and herbs and spices. And by the way, we'll take that produce and we'll use it in our intensive cardiac rehab, where we teach patients how to cook and how to exercise and how to get healthy for those that have had a cardiac event. And it just, as easy and as simple as that sounds, that doesn't happen in a lot of places. There's not hospitals that teach patients how to exercise and how to cook properly. So we're really proud that we think that from a physical standpoint, we have the hospital of the future. We also think that just from what we're doing is another reason that we have the hospital of the future, because of the size. This is not a very large, robust general acute hospital, but it is really a disease-specific hospital, and that at Encore we focus on bariatric surgery and peripheral vascular disease. So those are the two main points that we have from a disease standpoint that we focus on. We do treat other general acute issues, but largely that is what we focus on. And you heard from Dr. Bledsoe and Dr. Toledo about the importance of bariatric medicine. So, another question we commonly get is, why would the heart hospital get involved? in bariatric surgery. Why would the Heart Hospital build a hospital that is really centered around bariatric surgery? And they certainly answered that question as well. But just for a very, very brief recap, the value proposition is really quite clear that we have over 765,000 obese Arkansans. We know the chronic diseases that are associated with obesity, and we know the impact that bariatric surgical intervention has on those patients. He referenced a study that talked about life expectancy and years of life added for 6 years for those patients who are non-diabetic, 9 years for those patients who are type 2 diabetic, and those years that those are added back to those individuals' life. The 85% of those patients that their type 2 diabetes is cured because of the mechanical chemical intervention that happens once that surgery occurs. So we really feel like that if you look, and everyone knows this, but if you look at the list of cardiovascular disease and obesity, Arkansas is typically at the top of those lists, and it's not the good top. And so we feel that this hospital of the future is making a direct impact in the state for 2 diseases that are really crippling Arkansas. So we're really proud of the work that we're doing here. We're very excited to have you. As I said, buckle up. That's a very quick presentation on Encore, but we're really excited to be in Bryant. We're really excited to be in Saline County. We have many opportunities for growth here through expansion phases that we are expecting and that we are planning, and some of which we're already considering due to the volume of patients that we have in this facility. So I certainly thank you for being here, and looking forward to the rest of Heart Center. Thank you.